The transgender, transfixed, supersaturation level of discussion has hit full habituation status and levels. We cannot process it anymore. We don't understand, in essence, what this is. And let me separate this. Most people have made it very clear that when it comes to transgender discussions for children, that's one thing, and we'll save that for another issue. But when it comes to transgender rights, transgender appreciation, most folks, I submit to you, have not the slightest interest in it and cannot, for the life of me or them, understand where did this come from? Where and when did this hit critical mass status? When did we recognize, or when did we have this super hyper proliferation of transgenders in our society? Listen carefully. Where have they been? Were they always here and we didn't know it? Or could many people be not so much recruited, that's the wrong term, but perhaps impressed, involved, coordinated, not coerced, but invited into this for reasons that we never even thought possible, that we never even thought were available? Did you know? We're in New York City. We're in New York City's 8 million people. In the 5 boroughs, we have seen everything. I do not know. Well, let me rephrase this. I know we have been, and this is not an area, a population, a stratum, a demographic that I am myself necessarily familiar with per se, but I never knew transgendered people. We've known a lot of more gay folks and friends than you can imagine over the years. Some of them have actually taken on affectations, if you will, and I'm using terms that I'm sure are inapposite in this year, but what I'm saying is a gay men and gay women who never disputed or changed their gender. Their sexuality was one thing, but their gender is another. I've never seen this before. I've never known there to be, we maybe one time in the history that I'm familiar with. And again, that doesn't mean anything. Every other permutation, any other group of folks who have themselves elevated to a national status, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, gay, lesbian, Latino, Latinx, or Latinx, or whatever. Yes. Yes. Without a doubt. Every conceivable, except for transgender. And many people are saying, does this only exist in the media? And does it only exist, dare I say, in a Ben Shapiro college debate? I'm not being silly here. I'm telling you that we're seeing this situation. Someone goes to a college. Someone speaks to the gay or lesbian. Can I ask a stupid question? Do we even say lesbian anymore? Do we say gay? I don't know about that. But anyway, it's transgendered. And we will see people in the audience who are brought it, not necessarily, I don't want to suggest they are agents provocateurs, but, and it will be like this. Shapiro or our friend Crowder or somebody will say something. An audience participant, maybe a transgendered citizen, will say, "Can men get pregnant?" And we're back to that argument again. Do I have a uterus? No. Do I have a yes? And I'm thinking to myself, we've hit critical mass. We don't care anymore. Whatever this is. It's not that we don't care. How much longer are we supposed to hear the same argument? The same argument from the same people in the same place arguing the same thing. And most people, with the exception of children, because children are a different story. And again, we're not talking about this. Where does this issue exist except in the media? SNL comes out and stops in support of transgender rights. Okay, sure. Rights? You don't really get too many people saying, no, so-and-so should not have rights. Where are these folks? Where does this exist other than college campuses, SNL, TV, or in demented manifestos from whatever? I don't understand this. I am not in any way suggesting anything other than if you are an American citizen, and technically if you're not, if you're just here, the Constitution of the United States accords you with a series of rights that you must enjoy. And I will join you in verifying them or having them apply. But where is this? I don't understand. I have to go to TV or YouTube. I don't understand this. We all have friends who are gay. We all have friends with gay children. We all know this. We all know every permutation. Gay, biracial, name it. Just throw out the names. Where is this? I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying anything. But we have hit to the point where it's time to move on because we have saturated. We have hit this story from every angle. And I don't know. I mean, are we still talking about drag shows in libraries? Where did this occur? I asked people, I said, do you have drag shows in your library? No. It's been there. Yes, there have been libraries where there have been books and things that have been considered inappropriate. That's true. But at the level of proliferation that is being suggested, no. No. We don't know where this is. And I think I've made my point. This is the most unique case. We have to go through great efforts and great strains and great attempts to get to even meet, to become familiar with this huge swath of humanity that has garnered and earned the attention of the world. Think about what I've said. Think about this. This is not in any way a refutation of the claims made. This is not a denial of rights. On the contrary, The question I have is, isn't it about time that we now maybe move to a different subject? Or maybe a different aspect of this subject? Because I'm telling you, America has habituated to it. It doesn't hit the ears anymore. We can't differentiate. People hear transgender and it's something it just turns off because we've heard this. Where do we go next? Where is the problem? Who is fighting what? What can we do to remedy this? But more importantly, to move on. We have right now the real chance for the first time in a long time of nuclear annihilation. I think that's more important. What do you think? Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please comment as you see fit.